Our great philosopher Aristotle once said, all actions have one or more of the following characteristics or causes. That would be chance, nature, compassion, habit, reason, passion, and desire.
The film we're about to see, it's called Little England, Andros, ship magnates in the 20s and 30s, Pantelis Vulgaris, το προξενιό της Άννας. His very first film grabbed a whole bunch of awards in Europe.
Let us remember that without the LA Greek Film Festival, Greek cinema very much will not exist in LA. So thank you to all of you for being here tonight and for pledging to continue to support this wonderful endeavor.
This festival in particular, which is made in a mecca of cinema like is Los Angeles, is offering to the Greek filmmakers a unique opportunity to present their work in a very demanding audience, very far away from home, but this is something we need.
This was our West Coast premiere, so I was very nervous because I knew there would be a lot of Greek Americans in the audience, and this is a film that talks about a dark period in Greece's modern history. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, but I decided to stay in the room, and I couldn't have asked for anything better.
We were riddled with death threats from the Turkish government, not the Turkish government, the Young Turk Society. Yeah. Who's been throwing death threats at us. No one wanted this film to be made, and we made it despite everything else.
We spent over 6 years doing research on the issue before we made the film, and during the whole process of trying to get the financing in for the film, and also location scouting, and going to Greece and going to the UK, and working out how we were going to put together an entire team and do it efficiently. We worked on the script even more, and so that process we were producing and writing the film at the same time.
When the parts are being spoken in English, you have an emotional connection with that. I have a less of emotional connection with the parts in Armenian because I know the script really well, but it's a challenge. Language is a challenge always.
The world is changing, so the end-all be-all, is it really being on TV anymore? I don't know. I mean, Netflix, I think, would be a good platform for something like this because it works well with the documentary, Back to Sparta.
Film is a strange amalgam. It's the bringing together of commerce and of art, and it's very difficult for filmmakers to take their art and really go out and sell it so they can raise the money, the large sums of money they need to make their film.
Everything from Melina Mercouri and Never on a Sunday to Zorba, and I think American audiences get a glimpse of Greece through that, and it's great to kind of update that consciousness with what's currently coming out of Greece, and also filmmakers who have come to this country and who are of Greek descent.
It's very inspiring to see what other people are doing and connect with them and see how you can take your work to the next level as well. It has been a great experience.
Efforts, we have an opportunity to showcase our beauties, to showcase our historical heritage, the sightseeing, the gastronomy, anything that constitutes the Greek tourism.
I've been a juror here, I've had a movie here, a feature that opened the festival in 2012. 2013 I was a juror, and this year I have another movie, a short about the Armenian genocide.
It's a socio-political allegory inspired by the Greek economic crisis, so it kind of hits the ground here, and people, they can relate to it because they can relate to what's happening in Greece right now.
It shows an image of Greece and a situation that everybody knows about Greece these days, about the crisis, with a different perspective.
Kind of a new thing to have like web series in a film festival. So it was interesting because I think it's going to be something that is going to be more and more popular.
It keeps us in touch with what is going in Greece as far as filmmaking is concerned. But also it keeps us in touch with our Greek heritage, our roots.
You know, my acting coach gave me a great note, one of the best notes. He said, Michael, you need to learn where you came from, learn more about your generational past. He gave me 2 notes, read more and learn more about your generational past. Where's your family from? I go, Greece. He goes, you need to go take a visit to Greece.
One of the advantages of Greece is its natural beauty. So I think that the challenge for Greek cinema is to try to utilize these locations and make interesting suggestions to the American market with the landscapes that we have, which is a national treasure.
Since there are so many filmmakers here among us, look around. Maybe you can find a young person sitting next to you. Ask them whether they're a filmmaker. If they are, welcome them and thank them and open your hearts and be with them, and then open your wallets too. Maybe they want to have a project for you, and you can help become a producer. Your secret, your deep felt secret. Now is the time to make it happen.
You are picked for the best short. You got this envelope here. Citizen Day.
I have a very strong bond, I feel, with this place and this festival, so thank you all.
Stratos by Yannis Yokoumidis. Mr. Yokoumidis could not be here tonight, but he has sent a few words. Thank you for such a big honor. It's the second time that I'm nominated from the LA Greek Film Festival, and I have to say I'm very moved.
To the women of Beneath the Olive Tree, including my mother, thank you so much for trusting me with your stories and letting me share them with the world. So this is very special for me. Thank you.
Anne Rowe, the novelist and obituaries writer for The Economist, explored the myth of Orpheus. And much of what she said offers insight into what binds all of us who are engaged in the performing arts. Sobriety, individuation, and separation, the Apollonian. One side of the poet is totally immersed in nature, whether it is its beauty or its terror.
I was 13 years old in junior high school in Greece. The class was ekthesi, composition. And one day, for the first time ever, our teacher gave us free subject. We could write anything we wanted. I wrote a completely fictional piece about an immigrant in 1920 who comes after years abroad back to his hometown of Yanina and finds that the land and he himself have changed in ways that he had not anticipated. A few days later, our teacher returned our papers. She had given me a good grade, but she had also written something in the margins. I read what I thought were going to be words of encouragement, and I can still hear her voice today saying, "Βάλε χαλινάρι στη φαντασία σου." Rough translation, get a hold of your imagination.